Ever since I was a child, I was always told that our family was indeed a Yakuza family.
I heard that the gang members actually try not to harm kids and women. I don't know if that's true, but like that's a good thing, you know? The existence of the Yakuza goes back to 300 years. The origins start with two groups, the Taikiya, okay, village pillars, and Bakutu, gamblers. These two combined the foundation of the Yakuza in 1612. Dude, that's so freaking old. That is so freaking old. They further branched into legitimate businesses like construction and real estate to legitimize the organization while keeping their underworld ties. On competition and territory in business, they had their hand on business that make money, such as loan sharking, drugs, pornography, and smuggling. Yakuza culture is full of symbolism, the two main symbols being tattoos and self-amputation. Yakuza puts great significance behind their tattoos. They usually only have tattoos as part of their bodies that can cover up. Look at those tattoos, y'all. If a member of the Yakuza organization isn't able to pay off his own debt, atoning for a mistake, he has an option to amputate. Why is it he? Are there any women in the Yakuza? There are women who are involved in the Yakuza, but they typically make up a small percentage over overall membership. Women are often involved in the Yakuza through marriage or family ties. Some cases, women be allowed to join the Yakuza directly. Alright, let's save some Reddit stuff, dude. We got deleted user Reddit. Pretty much all mafias work like this. Yakuza is no exception. They are tolerated because convict someone, you have to have evidence. A mafia who's mostly involved in activities that leave little evidence in the first place. Crazy. Secondary activities may be placed such as drug trafficking, loan sharking, and fraud. Most of these activities also indict people engaged and less also likely to report them. That's also similar, guys, if you ever watched Grisela Blanco. Grisela Blanco was a mafia leader, basically, drug lord, from Colombia. In the show, they had suspicions and beliefs that she was the mafia leader. She was like the person to arrest, but they couldn't get their hands, like they couldn't find anything on her because they had people working for her underneath, and she was able to just cover her tracks so freaking well that it took years to basically like capture her, right? So that's kind of, I guess that makes sense for the Yakuza. Like, it takes forever to basically catch them. Similarly, even if police know everyone with a diamond tattoo belongs to the local mafia, they cannot possibly erect and convict someone of criminal activity just because they have a diamond tattoo. Watch this video real quick.
I am the boss of Akihabara. This is the city that I've built.
Right away, I was keen to get stuck into some important questions, as I was concerned for both of our safety.
The first question I need to ask you is, we are at Akihabara, and you are a former Yakuza member. So is it not too hot to be outside on the block like this for you right now? What are the businesses going to say, or what are the people, or what are the police going to say if they see you here?
I don't give a shit.
No problem?
As a former Yakuza, there is no problem for me walking around Akihabara. Even the police are done for. I've had experiences where I really thought I was going to die. I've been put in a burlap sack and thrown into a car, then dumped in the mountains 2 or 3 times. But isn't it hard to kill a person that easily? But if I decide to kill, I will definitely kill without hesitation.
With that harrowing story out of the way, I was keen to learn more about the types of businesses that the Yakuza were involved in.
When speaking about the Yakuza businesses, there are mainly 2 types. Ones that set up stalls and sell food, and the other type is the gambling.
So, guys, if you notice, we get kind of like mixed signals, mixed stories, mixed stuff like that, because we learn that it's gambling, we learn that it's drugs. This guy's saying also that, you know, you steal from like food stands. Another Reddit post was saying like, oh yeah, they also do like they scam old people. It seems like they do a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna listen to the former Yakuza member and just say, okay, gambling and stealing the fruit stands, okay?
For those types of businesses, it is all about frightening and intimidating people and making them cry, then scaring them with threats to take a cut of their profits from their businesses, claiming it's for protection. It is not just about siphoning off money, but outright taking it away.
As we walked around, it dawned on me how dangerous it could be to talk about the Yakuza in public.
So the thing is that, again, this guy is a politician, so like obviously it's very good at keeping you hooked to see what's gonna happen. Obviously this guy is a politician, so like him being outside and talking about the Yakuza I think is fine and normal, because he's literally like a former Yakuza member. He's not in the Yakuza, as he says he's not. Let's just remember that they say that they do go into politics. I'm not claiming anything on that man. I'm pretty sure that he's a good man. I'm pretty sure, like, okay, two things. This guy, I don't know much about it, but if he was in the Yakuza thing, right, and he got out, he had to be a leader or something, because a low ranking person would not be able to get out, and a low ranking person probably would not be in politics either. So the fact that he's just like chill like that, he probably is real good, let's just say that.
With the ice truly broken, I reluctantly delved into my first question.
Can you tell me how you initially got started with the Yakuza and what made you join in the first place?
It is a sad story, and one full of regret. Ever since I was a child, I was always told that our family was indeed a Yakuza family, so I definitely and certainly didn't want to become a Yakuza, since I really despised them. I always had a strong desire to possess the strength and power needed to take down the notorious Yakuza all by myself.
That's really sad, dude. That's like another thing too. Like, you're born, some people are born into the lifestyle, and you have to, like, you know, you just have to survive, and you have no choice, and you get born into it, and you have to do all this crap, you know? It's tough, man. Why can't we just be born into something more fun?
This ambition drove me to become a boxing champion in my younger years. However, because of this, I ended up engaging in numerous fights and confrontations with various Yakuza members. On top of that, I started a delinquent gang and clashed with the Yakuza, since it was clear to me that you can't win without a strong team. Unfortunately for me, though, my father was a Yakuza and I was raised only by my mother. And as a result, I eventually became what I despised the most in this world, a Yakuza.
Have you ever with someone?
The bosses of the rival organizations who were always plotting and scheming. I have spoken many times about my dark past. I have never told this to anyone before, so be careful with this information.
You just said be careful with this information, bro. Like, my boy's not putting this on YouTube.
I took down multiple people.
This is the first time I talk about this, even though this is the 5th documentary from the foreign country.
Yeah.
But this is my first time talk about me ordering to kill other groups.
So that's another thing. So maybe he's like, you know what? I'm more comfortable to talk about the fact that I killed people. Openly to admit, like, yeah, I killed people. Like, what? And then, like, to not be afraid that they're gonna, like, dig up your past and try to figure out and arrest you. That is kind of crazy information to even say out loud. This is the part where he's explaining how he cut off his finger and why he cut off his finger, and it was his pinky finger. So they basically get a knife and they put it on one of the tendons of your pinky finger with a knife, and they put a towel over it and they cut it with force.
Okay.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. My boy got no fingers, yo, on his pinky. All right, guys, next segment. First of all, did you know that there are Yakuza games? I didn't know that. There's a bunch of freaking Yakuza games. It's a whole freaking series. Exploration game of the Yakuza 5, a recurring character, Shun Aiyama, is seen exploring. Shantabori, a recurring setting, Akiyama, is a drunk reoccurring status effect in the series. The original originator of the creator, Tashiyoshi Nogoshi, desired to design a game that would tell the way of the Yakuza. Portrayals of the Japanese underworld were common in manga and movies, but not video games. He brought the story of the Yakuza to his supervisor 2 years the game before started to develop. Nogoshi revealed that it was his idea of the original Japanese game, like a dragon, as Nogoshi felt dragons have a strong image about them. Them as I mean the Yakuza. Guys, let's learn about Yakuza fun facts real quick. Fun fact hoarder! Fun fact hoarder! The Yakuza peaked during post-World War II period, at a time Japanese was absolute in shambles. The katana, a traditional word of samurai, is still used as a weapon by death of the Yakuza. That is badass. Well, guys, I hope that was good fun facts, okay? Good fun facts. Guys, let's go to Comic Corner. Comic Corner. Comic Corner. Here we go. Ocean's terrifying. Comic Corner. Mr. Henrich. Top comment. The ocean is scary AF. And let me tell you, the ocean is scary AF. Hey, Henrich, thanks for the comment, buddy. All right, y'all. What do we got? Hyperfixations of the week. Shut up and listen to the hyperfixation of the freaking week, okay? So, hyperfixation of the week is my closet. My closet. I've been raiding my freaking closet, and I have a huge problem. First of all, if you know how ADHD works, ADHD is a dopamine issue. It's a neurological problem of imbalance of freaking neurotransmitters. I don't freaking know, okay? Point is that I find things stimulating and then I fixate on it for a long freaking time. All right. So one of my hyperfixations right now is freaking organizing my closet. I don't know why. It's just I need to do it. So what happens is that if you understand that sometimes when you look for a freaking outfit, you can't find an outfit. Why can't you find an outfit? Because things don't freaking fit. It's either too tight, it's uncomfortable, it's itchy, it's too baggy, you don't wear it, it's been in your mom's closet for the past 25 freaking years, you had it in 8th grade, you had it for prom, and now it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. So it drives me insane because every time I try to go in the freaking closet and be like, Minstinks wants to wear something cool, I go in the closet and I get overwhelmed. So when I go in my closet, the only thing that I see are things I can actually wear. So the problem is that I love shopping. And the thing is, I'm like, oh my God, now that my closet is semi-empty, I can buy more stuff. No, that's not how it works. I have a shopping problem, okay? We need to stop with the freaking shopping. Stop shopping on Shein. Stop shopping at freaking all these other freaking stores. I can't help it. Okay, don't mean rush is just going me crazy. It's going me crazy. So that's one of my hyperfixations of the week. I think that's literally it. I have nothing else on my brain besides that. Also, I freaking love coffee. Besides that, I love coffee. I want to make another cup of coffee. I had 2 cups of espresso. If no one could tell that I had 2 cups of espresso. Okay. Anyway, the Mistink Show is also on Spotify. If you want to listen to the Mistink Show on Spotify, if you want to listen to this and not watch it, you can hear me in your ear on Spotify. Mistink Show on Spotify. Go to the Mistink Show on Spotify. And yeah, man, I don't know. I have all my socials down below. I have my Discord down below. Anyway, love y'all. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful time wherever the hell you are in the world. And you are the best. Bye.